is lights out, and away we go here at Sepang. It's an amazing start from Evan Byrne. He's got a much better start than Lopez. Carr has also got a very good start for the second round to go 3 wide. Heading into the first corner, can Carr get in the middle? Of the pair of them, he gets by on Byrne. Can he go around the outside of Lopez? Yes, he can. Nearly close to contact between the two Mercedes, but a great start for Carr. He's up to third, a great start for the two Renault drivers. What on earth is happened to Evan Byrne? In this race, he's dropped down to 7th place. And a terrible start for the Irishman, but an amazing start from the two Renaults who came for the third row on the grid of Armor Car. But let's see. So yeah, you can see Byrne had initially got a very good start. It looked like he was about to get alongside Franco Lopez. You can just see on the right hand side though, Carr was able to get in the middle of the pair there, and then Byrne thought that Carr was going to the left hand side, had to back out, and it allowed a load of cars on the right hand side to get by him pretty easy. He had to turn out a little bit there because he nearly made contact there with David Kupak, and as a result, he has dropped down to 7th, and not the start that Evan Byrne would have wanted today.
Yep, and Clark on the move. He's on the inside of Brennan, and this should be the move done. Meanwhile, Byrne's going to go for it on Macho. Macho defends, and Macho stays ahead of him.
Who obviously has lost a place at the start, is also on the back of this lot as well. As now Patel is actually going to get a run here on Evan Byrne, as Byrne was actually not close enough to get a hold of Macho, and now Patel could actually gain a place on Evan Byrne. This is not the start the Irishman was looking for, and as a result, Patel is up into 7th. Meanwhile, Gallagher's taken 13th there from Wilson. But meanwhile, Byrne on the inside of Patel. Is he going to reclaim 7th from the Indian driver? And he is. So Byrne back up to 7th. But Chung unable to find a way through on Barcher's class at this stage. Meanwhile, just noticed in the background, Roke is now up into 16th position. So he's now up into 16th. And he's now right on the back of the two Alfa Romeos. And of course, Miklos Gallagher. Byrne, who's now on the inside of David Kupak as it goes side by side towards the final corner. Byrne on the inside of Kupak. And easy as you like, Byrne is now up into 5th. To get away from Roman Quag, who's up in 3rd place, so Byrne will have to try that move again at some point. Meanwhile, Chung is all over the back here of Michael Macho as they make their way up towards the right-hander. Oh, bit of contact there between Chung and Macho there, but thankfully didn't end disaster, and well, Chung took advantage of that, a little bit cheeky from her, as she's up into 8th position, and Kloss also gets by into 9th. I made a mistake up in towards turn 4. Oh, what on earth are you doing there, Armor Car? You were leading the race comfortably, and he's just made a horrible error into turn 4. Into the double right-hander on the racetrack now then, as in fact it said Mocha went up into 10th, and is that because he's got wide into turn 4, and he's got well, I thought for a minute there something flew off the car there.
Loses 2 positions because of a collision with Chung last lap. This lap he loses 5 positions, and he's now behind George Rook and nearly rejoins dangerously into the path of the Alfa Romeo within the previous 2 laps, but he won't learn from this one, but he's got to learn how to defend on the main straight. Brennan's actually defending this time.
He's trying to defend, and well, Byrne put him in a compromised position, and I think Byrne might actually get a bit of a gap here to Perrin as a result. So I think Byrne has finally got the mid-dollars. Patel gets by on Kupak, and he's up into 6th place. Kupak now in a Lamborghini Series, but it looks like Kupak is trying to come back at him down onto the straight.
Yep, Kupak on the inside now. Is this going to be the position back for Kupak? Yes, it is.
From the Mercedes mechanics as they put on a fresh set of tyres and fuel, and it's 21 laps worth of fuel, so that will take him to roughly around about, I want to say, lap 34, I think will be when his next pit stop is going to be, lap 33 or lap 34, so, I don't know, could it be a 2-stop or 3-stop? We'll have to wait and see on that one, really, but anyway, Armor Car finishes off his pit stop. Let's see where he's going to emerge then, as a few cars go by him on the racetrack, and he's going to come out in, I think, 8th position behind Kirishima DeRosa, but in front of David Kupak. So car has actually come out in some traffic here.
Yep, and let's see the fuel load for them.
That looks like 26 laps worth of fuel for Evan Byrne there, judging from the screen. So 26 laps for Evan Byrne in the tank there. We now look at Laura Chung, who's just getting served by the Lamborghini mechanics. I think that says 25 laps worth of fuel for her. Yes, it is. It is 25 laps. Looking back on the stream there. What about Perrin, who's just come in? He's on 20, I think that says 28 laps worth of fuel. Yes, it is. So he's going a little bit longer than both Chung and Byrne there. So very interesting stuff going on between those 3 teams. Indeed, so of course we're not expecting Lopez to pit for around about 2 or 3 laps time, so he'll be staying out there for quite a while. Meanwhile, we've got Carr who's all over the back. Oh, that was close there with Barcher's Kloss. He sent Kloss into an error there. There was no contact. Kloss clearly got scared off by Carr, and he's gone wide as a result. Oh, contact there between Kupak and Kloss. Luckily, no damage, and Gal says, thank you very much. I'll take full advantage of that. To Armar Car is all over the back of Roman Quark. Meanwhile, Lopez just finishes off his pit stop in the Mercedes now then, but Car is going to have a lunge here on Roman Quark as they go side by side. Lopez is just coming out the pit lane as we speak now then as they go down the pit straight. They both go past Lopez. There's a Car has got the jump on Lopez, but Car trying to find a way through on Roman Quark, but still Quark is not giving up that position without a fight. The Frenchman, he tries to flick it back to the inside, but Quark just has enough braking power to stay in front. He's now holding up both the Mercedes drivers as they come onto the pit straight. Car, again, looking to the outside. That's not the side you want to be on. Here comes Lopez, trying to pounce if he can. He's on the inside. It could be 3 wide between the pair of them going into the first corner. Keep it tidy, boys. Side by side they go, and it's a double overtake for Franco Lopez. What a move. Can Car also get by on Quark as well? Yes, he can, but Car is going to be furious. Now coming out of turn 2, there we go. Meanwhile, Chatfield on the inside of Griffiths. He gets the move done pretty easily there, although that was a little bit risky between the pair of them as he now gets up into what is 19th place now in the Ferrari. I think he came back. Makes a mistake, and well, he's going to have to pit for a new front wing.
Yeah. You could say this race has been clean, of course, no retirement so far, and then we have a glimpse of a major mistake.
At the end of this, like a punch for Klaas. Klaas is out of the race. It's a mechanical problem. A smoke billows out of the back of his car, and Bartosz Klaas is going to be out of the Malaysian Grand Prix. We've gone 31 laps without an issue, but Klaas is going to be the first retirement of the Grand Prix. Yeah,
and De Rosa's actually overtaken Rolcon, seen by the cameras, but yeah, first retirement of the Grand Prix and that goes to Bartosz Klaas, but it is for mechanical failure and engine failure, unfortunately for him.
Next season with the team, and of course Jamie Griffiths will, as expected, be leaving when he's in. See, Macho's made a mistake.
Well, not really the third. Well, it's the third time he's gone off, but that's the second mistake he's made today.
Yeah, indeed, and well, he's not having a good day in the office. He's Michael Macho, and well, for the Mercedes mechanics as they push on a fresh set of tyres and fuel now then, and I think that's a free stop, isn't it? Because I think that's quite a short stint. It is only 11 laps of fuel, so it is a free stop for Car. Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, but I think he would have not had the pit. He would have not been able to beat Lopez, but yeah, second would do, but. Yeah, I think that mistake he made earlier on cost him.
Yeah, indeed, as Car will come out in, I think he'll still be in second place. Yes, he is. He had a big enough gap in front of Quark. Because in fact, Quark is also coming in this lap. So, yeah, Berner's not been able to cut the gap to Quark before his pit stop. And now Quark is in for what will be his one and only pit stop of the race.
Yep, let's see how many laps of fuel. And this should be to the end. It is.
27 laps of fuel for the Frenchman now then, so that will take him to the end of the race now then, and of course he'll be on fresher tyres, the same amount of fresher tyres as what Car is on. Meanwhile, speaking of Renaults, it looks like De Rosa is going to overtake Quark's teammate here, Perinen, into the first corner, as look at the straight line speed the BMW engine is producing, and he gets through on Perinen there, so De Rosa continuing his good race here at Sepang. Behind the Haas driver for the moment, and it's just dragged Valdinger and Galloway into this as a result.
Yeah, it is much of defense. Oh, there was contact.
Joker's gone for a spin. He was a little bit too ambitious there.
That is not what he needs.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too ambitious there for George Roque, and well, he's actually soon going to be coming up to lap him. As meanwhile, Lopez. Oh, Lopez, don't do that. Oh, Lopez. Oh. I thought for a minute there it was going to end in disaster. Jesus Christ, Lopez, you gave us a heart attack there. But Lopez safely comes into the pits there. Did you think for a minute there, Ra, that was going to end in tears?
Oh, yeah, I really thought so. But luckily, he escaped it. Chung rejoined in 8th. So, of course, Burns going to come into the pits the next following lap as Mocha goes off. And there's just 2 more positions.
Indeed, as Lopez finishes off his pit stop, let's see where he's going to emerge. Where's Armar Car on the racetrack? That's what I want to know, because of course I think he'll be pitting a lap after. There he is. He's just coming onto the pit straight now then, but whereabouts is Lopez? Lopez is actually just at the pit exit right now. Where is Armar Car? Car goes through into the lead of the race, but of course he will be pitting very, very soon, but I wonder if Lopez will actually be onto the back of him before he makes that pit stop. Into the pits, Quark has gone through, but of course you say podium chance, but of course you forgot about Quark there, because he's obviously on that one stop, so he goes back up into 3rd place. But where does Byrne emerge in comparison to Laura Chung? Chung has just come out of the final corner there as she now heads onto the pit straight, and he's only coming up towards the pit exit, so I think Chung might actually go through here, and she does indeed. So Chung has got the jump on Evan Byrne, but Byrne is going to have fresher tyres, so he'll try and catch back up to the Lamborghini driver as quick as possible. Coming out the penultimate corner, but we shall wait and see. Galley's into the pits. Meanwhile, this is Patel on the inside of, I think that's actually Byrne, in fact, and he's gone through, and he's also gone by on Byrne there. So Byrne,
Byrne just had to back out of there, and then Byrne loses all the traction he gets. And then Patel uses the slipstream from Perinin, and just goes past him, drags him, and then dives it down the inside on Perinin and gets ahead of Perinin. So great stuff by Patel.
How quick his stop is going to be then as Lopez retakes the lead of the Grand Prix as he's fueled to the end of the race. But where is he going to emerge in comparison to Roman Quagg? Meanwhile, I think he's a little bit too far in front of Quagg for Quagg to capitalise. And Quagg's only just coming around the left-hander. So Carl will still emerge in second place. But is it a little bit too late for him to chase down Lopez and try and snatch the win off him? Doesn't make any mistakes or has any issues. He should get this. Meanwhile, Byrne on the inside of Patel, and he finally gets a move done. But will Patel maybe try and hang around the outside and try and get back on the pit straight? Let's see.
Yeah, be pretty close. He's out of the slipstream, but let's see what's gonna happen. This could be smart thinking here, but not really. Actually, he has to back out here.
Number 4, then we go. Perrin's got problems. Perrin is going to be out of the race. It's a mechanical problem for Hayes' Perrin, a gearbox issue to be exact. Just as one of the Hasses comes into the pits, that being Michael Mocho. But Hayes' Perrin once again with mechanical problems in that Renault, and it's just not been his race today. Comes around the final corner for the 56th and final time, and after a dominant performance, it is going to be Franco Lopez who wins the Malaysian Grand Prix here at Kuala Lumpur. A totally dominant performance for Lopez as Gal takes 6th place from Patel on the final lap of the race, and so it's going to be P6 for Gal, but a dominant drive from Franco Lopez, and he increases his lead at the top in the championship. Franco Lopez takes the win with R. Marco in second, who makes it a Mercedes 1-2, with Roman Quagg after a brilliant job with that one stop to finish in third to get his third podium of the season, with Laura Trung a strong 4th. Evan Byrne loses points to Franco Lopez in the championship in 5th, with Nicolas Gal in 6th. Rahul Patel finishes in 7th, with Kirishima DeRosa getting points from McLaren in 8th. George Rope could only manage 9th in the end after he crashed out in qualifying yesterday, and Benz Valdinger, a solid for him, he completes the points in 10th position for Alfa Romeo.